a white Southern Baptist who led on civil rights, a decorated Navy veteran who brokered peace, a brilliant nuclear engineer who led on nuclear nonproliferation, a hardworking farmer who championed conservation and clean energy, and a president who redefined the relationship with a vice president.
Today, President Biden delivered the eulogy for President Jimmy Carter, Carter's grandson, along with the son of former President Gerald Ford and Carter's Vice President Walter Mondale, also reflected on Carter's life. After a state funeral in Washington this morning, the former president will be laid to rest this evening at his residence in Plains, Georgia. And that's where we find Queen City News reporter Andy Weber live this afternoon. And Andy, you can't ever really bring up Plains, Georgia in a conversation without ever thinking about that being Jimmy Carter's home.
Brian, that's right. The former president was born here in 1924 and will be buried in his hometown alongside his late wife, Rosalind Carter, at their private residence here. We spoke with people who came in from across the country about why they wanted to pay their respects today.
Giving everyone a fair shot and treating everyone equally and living their values. And I mean, they were true Christians, you know, and that's, hopefully it's not a bygone thing. Hopefully it's, you know, people will carry that on.
Carter got his start in politics right here in Plains, running for state senate in 1962. He won and went on to serve in the state legislature in Georgia until 1967. A few years later, he was elected governor of Georgia. But as we know, his career didn't end in Atlanta. In 1976, he was elected president, defeating Gerald Ford. After failing to secure a second term in Washington, Carter returned to Georgia. It was then he began his humanitarian work he's so well known for, establishing the Carter Center in 1982. Back here in Plains, this small town of some 600 people was shut down to outside traffic this afternoon in preparation for the arrival of Carter's remains. There will be a small invite-only service at a Baptist church in town before mourners are brought to the Carter residence. And before Carter's burial service, there will be a flyover from the U.S. Navy, a missing man formation to honor his service in the U.S. Navy, as well as his time as Commander-in-Chief. Reporting live in Plains, Georgia, I'm Andy Weber, Queen City News.
Yeah, lots of people all around the world honoring the late President Jimmy Carter today, especially in Plains, Georgia, where you are today, Andy Weber.